Welcome to a very special edition of Dear Experimental Voice Box Programmer, where today at Blind Pig, September 11th, 2011, we are interviewing MC Lars.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. You?
Great remix.
Thank you. So how's the tour going?
It's crazy. We've been out about 5 days. It's our third sold out show in a row, and it's just like this whole niche of music. You know, Chris is the star, and he's killing it, and it's just so awesome to be supporting him and like seeing his success and being able to just come and do my thing. And it's just an honor, man. It's such a blessing to do what I love and have so many kids get it. Because we were on Warped Tour, and Warped Tour was awesome, but it was a much harder sell. Here we're kind of in our niche, and it really feels really great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
the release of your latest album, Lars Attacks, was funded by fans by a Kickstarter. What aspects of the album release did the Kickstarter support cover?
dude, it was crazy because I was asking for $5,000 and we got like 23, 24, and it covered the mixing, the mastering, the duplication, and then it helped us get to Europe and paid for a lot of the expenses to be out on Warped Tour, because Warped Tour is really expensive to do. So, and it covered merch and the shipping. But one thing I found out was that I didn't charge for shipping, so I got like $20 for an album, but then it was like $15 to send it to Australia. So I should have made it region specific. But it was like a net gain, and so I'm just so honored that the fans were so supportive, and like it's just cool. I got to do a bunch of custom songs and drawings, and I feel like it's just really rewarding. People, you know, I've advocated the downloading of my music for so long, and people were finally like, well, you know, we've been stealing his music, but now we can help him make the next record. And the incremental, you know, from 500, 600 people to raise that much money was amazing. So thank you, everyone on Kickstarter. I couldn't have done it without you. It was awesome.
One of the things I really love about the new record, that your publicist sent it to me to preview before the interview, is that you can rap about really dark emotions and subjects 1 minute, and then the next minute we hear a track like Mike Russo, Cut Your Hair.
Thank you.
So I love that your music allows itself to have a sense of humor. It makes it a lot more relatable and a lot less, I don't know, you take some bands and just every song is angry, or every song is depressed, or every song is a joke, and there's a lot more up and down to what you do.
Dude, thank you. I mean, yeah, I think you can write about anything if your heart's in it. You know, the new album is definitely more serious than the previous ones. But I think it's cool because doing the Kickstarter thing meant there was no label. I was able to write whatever I wanted and follow my heart. And it's fun to do everything. You know what I mean? I don't want to just stick myself in one niche. That's why I love Weird Al Yankovic and MC Chris too, because they're able to do whatever niche they want. I love how on Chris's new record he has a really good reggae song. And like, that's sick. You know, you just can't limit yourself. And that's the cool thing about being a postmodern artist, is that I can do any genre, however I want. And there's no keeping me in a box. And I'll be, you know, I'm 28. I've been doing this since I was like 17, and I'm going to do it forever. So it's really cool.
Spoiler alert, on the new MC Chris album, it has a reggae track.
Uh-oh.
In White Kids Aren't Hyphy, you reference Sage Francis.
Yeah.
In Generic Crunk Rap, you reference KRS-One. And yes?
Yeah, no, that's interesting, yeah.
Oh, okay. And in the dialogue, you reference Bile. And all three of them appear on the new record.
That's very insightful. You're right.
Is name dropping kind of your way of letting your heroes know, it's like, I really like what you do, get in touch with my agent, and let's do something together, or is it just...
It's funny, it's because all those artists are artists I've loved for so long, and I don't even know if any of them know about the other songs. I think Sage knows about White Kids Aren't Hyphy, but yeah, it's crazy to work with my heroes, and having worked with Weird Al. Like Weird Al's on the last one, KRS-One's on this one. Like those are the two artists I've always dreamed of working with, and I could die happy now. You know what I mean? And to have them validate and believe in me, and it's just cool. I'm really, really blessed to be able to work with them. It's cool.
Okay, technical question. How much of your music is done at home on the laptop? And how much is done in like an actual recording studio environment?
That's a really good question. You know, the new record, I wrote most of it at the New York Public Library and at a coffee shop in Brooklyn. And then I go to Jersey, and my friend Joe, who runs sound, and he's my producer, we did all my vocal demos at his house, and then everything else we did in Long Island. So I do most of the stuff on a home computer on the laptop, definitely. But obviously, like when we do the final vocals, and then when we recorded drums, we rented a studio up in Woodstock in upstate New York, and so the album was recorded in so many places, but mainly on the East Coast. The last record was mainly on the West Coast, and The Graduate was mainly on the East Coast. So the next record will be on the West Coast.
You started out playing guitar and bass in a punk band called Esoteric.
Yeah.
Pronouncing it right?
Yeah, man.
Was there a definitive turning point where your songwriting transitioned from like punk rock and so forth to rap?
You know, I would do MC Lars as an adjunct, like I do shows with Amphoteric and MC Lars, and then MC Lars stuff got a bigger response. And so, what's up, man? And so, yeah, I just kind of realized that that's what I wanted to do. And it just kind of changed, and I really got into hip hop a lot, and that kind of took over in college.